You know that frantic, worried voice in your head, the one that just won't shut up? We all have one. So today, we're going to dive into the work of Jennifer Shannon to figure out what that voice actually is, why it has so much power over us, and maybe, most importantly, how we can learn to stop feeding it. I mean, have you ever been lying awake at night, your mind just racing, jumping from one worst-case scenario to the next? Or felt that sudden wave of panic over something that seems, kind of small? It's like having this loud, chattering roommate in your head that you just can't evict. Well, it turns out that little roommate actually has a name. Okay, so to really get what's going on inside our heads when anxiety takes over, we need a new way to think about it. And the concept we're about to explore, it's a total game changer. It is time to meet your monkey mind. It's so easy to think of this anxious part of you as the bad guy, right? But it's not. The monkey mind is actually the ancient survival part of your brain, your amygdala. Its one and only job is to scan for danger and sound the alarm to keep you alive. It's literally your own built-in biological bodyguard. And Jennifer Shannon has this perfect way of putting it. This bodyguard, this protector, can get a little intense. I want you to picture a little frantic monkey. It means well. It really does. But it shrieks at everything. A strange noise, a weird thought, a shadow on the wall. It's desperately trying to help, but its methods are, let's just say, a bit much for our modern lives. So this creates this fundamental conflict inside all of us. You've got the fast, emotional monkey mind on one side, and on the other, you've got your slow, logical, executive brain. Now, the monkey is built for speed. Its whole philosophy is act first, think later. And here's the kicker. The monkey is so fast, it can totally hijack your logical brain before you've even had a chance to ask, wait a minute, is this even a real threat? So what's the monkey's actual job description? What does it really care about? Well, its programming is super simple, and it comes straight from our ancient ancestors. For them, survival boiled down to two things. 1, don't get eaten by a tiger, and 2, don't get kicked out of the tribe. And that's why even today, your monkey mind treats a bad presentation at work with the same level of panic as, an actual life or death threat. Okay, so if the monkey is just trying to protect us, why does it cause so much trouble? Well, it's because it's running on some seriously outdated software. It operates on a set of beliefs that were great for the savannah, but are totally flawed for our lives today. First off, the monkey absolutely hates uncertainty. It's convinced that to be safe, you have to be 100% certain about what's going to happen next. This faulty belief is what turns normal, everyday planning into obsessive, endless worrying. Because in the real world, 100% certainty is impossible, right? All right, number 2, perfectionism. The monkey is terrified that any mistake, any tiny flaw will lead to social rejection, that it'll get you kicked out of the tribe. This turns every little thing, every project, every conversation into this high-stakes performance where you just can't afford to mess up. In the third faulty assumption, over-responsibility. This is the monkey's belief that you, personally, are responsible for preventing every bad thing from happening and for making sure everyone else is happy. It's a one-way ticket to burnout and constant guilt. So you put these 3 things together, and what do you get? You get a set of impossible rules for living. You have to be certain, you have to be perfect, and you have to keep everyone safe. Trying to live up to that is like being on a treadmill that just keeps speeding up, and that feeling, that's chronic anxiety. All right, so if those beliefs are the fuel, then what's the engine that keeps this whole thing running? Well, that brings us to the anxiety cycle. This is the mechanism that makes our anxiety feel so powerful, so inescapable. Okay, get ready for a pretty radical idea here. We all spend so much energy trying to control our anxiety, to argue with it, to push it away. But what if all those things you do to try and feel better are actually making the anxiety stronger? It's a simple 4-step loop. Here's how it goes. Step 1, your monkey mind spots a threat. It could be a physical feeling, a thought, anything. Step 2, it sounds the alarm. That's that jolt of anxiety. Step 3, you immediately use a safety strategy to make the bad feeling go away. And step 4, you get temporary relief. And that relief feels good. But it's also teaching your monkey that the danger was real and that your little strategy is the only thing that saved you. See the problem? Let's make this super concrete with an example from the book. Okay, so meet Maria. She feels a random chest pain. That's the threat. Her monkey immediately screams, "Heart attack!" That's the alarm. Her safety strategy? Rush to the emergency room.
Now, the doctor says she's perfectly fine, and she feels this huge wave of relief. So, what lesson did her monkey just learn? It learned, aha, chest pain is a deadly threat, and going to the ER is what saves us. This basically guarantees the next alarm will be even louder. And this, right here, is the absolute heart of the problem. Every time we use one of these safety strategies, avoiding a party, endlessly checking our email, asking for reassurance, we are literally feeding the monkey. We're trading a little bit of relief right now for a whole lot more anxiety down the road. So feeding the monkey is a problem. The solution seems obvious, right? We have to stop. But how? The answer is, well, it's simple, but it is not easy. We have to do the exact opposite of what that frantic monkey is screaming at us to do. And this is where we get to the core choice we all have. On one side, you have the safety strategies, all the things that feed the monkey. And on the other, you have what are called expansion strategies. Instead of avoiding our fears, we approach them. Instead of desperately seeking reassurance, we practice tolerating uncertainty. We're choosing to starve the monkey and expand our lives, even if it feels scary in the moment.
This, right here, this is probably the most important takeaway of this whole explainer. The goal is not to get rid of your anxiety. You can't. The real goal is to change your response to it. It's to let the monkey have its tantrum in the corner while you, your logical executive brain, decide what to do next based on your values, not its fear.
So what does this actually look like in real life? Here's a quick playbook. First, when the alarm goes off, just notice it. Say, hey, monkey, I hear you, but don't jump to act. Second, consciously choose an expansion strategy. Go to the party even if you're scared. Send that email without rereading it 20 times. Third, you have to welcome the discomfort that comes with it. Those are necessary feelings. They're a sign you're growing. And over time, through your actions, not your thoughts, your actions, you teach your monkey that the thing it's screaming about, it's not a lion, it's just a kitten. It just takes practice.
So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. We spend so much energy trying to defeat our anxiety, to make it go away. But what if it's not the enemy? What if it's just a really loud, really annoying, but ultimately well-meaning alarm system? And what if your true power isn't in shutting it off, but in learning to live a full, meaningful life while it's still ringing in the background? Because if you can do that, well, that changes everything.